Welcome back to Dr. Taz presents The Cost of Telling What You Survived. There is a moment every writer reaches before they share their story publicly. It is the moment where the writing is done, but the consequences have not yet begun. This is where wisdom matters, because how you release your story is just as important as what you write. Felicia, today we're talking about preparation, not for the page, but for what happens after the page. Before involving anyone else, what does it look like for a writer to get clear on their intention?
What does it look like for a writer to get clear on their intention? There are a lot, well, not a lot, but there are a few steps or processes, I would say, that the writer should go through before they get ready to release that. And I was thinking about this, and I know we mentioned a few things in our first 2 or 3 episodes that we discussed. But one of the things I did not mention, and I think this is a good place for it, is part of that preparation. What it looks like is before you release your story, and do so with wisdom, it is important to consider the legal risk and protections also when it comes to releasing your story, because this is really critical, is a critical part of your publishing, because you take a risk, of defamation, and you may not have thought about that. Is there someone out there that could claim or say in some type of way you damaged their reputation? And so that takes us back to the previous discussion of you may not want to be including these specific identifiers in your story. So think about the legal risk and protections. Think about, are those individuals identifiable in this book? Have I changed the names in there? Do I need maybe to include types of a disclaimer, maybe because you're dealing with true events that have occurred? Do you need some type of written consent when it comes to going public and telling your story? For, let's say, if the story involved some type of abuse, if you're somebody in a leadership role, maybe in your church or your community or organization, is that something in your book that is extremely identifiable, and again, may be what they consider defaming them in some way? That can be a very sensitive area for you as a writer when you're telling your story.